Hello everyone, welcome to ZecHub Sync. It's the 27th of May, and here are some updates of project activity over the past 2 weeks. Right, so I'll start off with some updates from Vito. We have a very long list. In the past few weeks, we've published an article. So, yes, this was an article comparing Blue Sky to Twitter, and it's really encouraging more users to adopt Blue Sky. Let me grab it up. Substack. Blue Sky. Yes, so Vito researched and wrote this article, sort of trying to inform people of the real differences between sort of centralized platforms, which take people's information and in some cases might use it against them, and Blue Sky, which is a decentralized alternative using the AT protocol, and also developed by a Zcash dev, engineered by a Zcash dev. Yeah, so we continued with shielding news updates, improving our news delivery along with the Zcash ecosystem digest. We kept social media accounts updated across Twitter and Blue Sky, Mastodon, and we're moving to jump back into Instagram and TikTok. I think Zork is currently. How's that going, Zork? With the TikTok? Oh, I think she might not be having audio. Let me go back to the list here. So yeah, we're going to be moving back to post on IG and TikTok. Yeah, we had a meeting with Citria, and they've agreed to join us for a Spaces session, like Citria Zcash community, where we sit with them and kind of discuss what's going on in ZK or K proof land. Like it's a validity roll up on Bitcoin, and they have this whole ecosystem. They've worked with Yanis, who started ZecHub, and yeah, we just think it'd be pretty cool and interesting. It's an opportunity maybe for their community to get to know Zcash and the other ZK. We've created a group with Pirate Chain, and so this is like a private group, and we're going to be communicating towards like hosting events. In that thread of thought, we held an event with the Penumbra community this past Friday. It went really well. It was quite fun. We mixed Zcash questions, trivia, with Penumbra trivia. And many of the Zcash community members then jumped into the Penumbra server and played a game over there as well. So far, I think the our initiative to unite the shielded ecosystem, I can feel it's growing. Like I can feel the friendships are starting to form. Dismad, do you want to talk very maybe about the your work with Namada or what's happening there?
Sure. Um, so for those who may not be aware, um, first of all, ZecHub is running a Namada full node, and today, I was part of the part of the crew that was helping hard fork the network, and good news is everything went successfully. So most of the front ends are still syncing up, and so that's pretty exciting because now all systems go for stage 4 of the launch of Namada. So the next step is the shielded MOSP. Our MASP will be the shielded rewards for any coins in the MASP will be turned on. So folks can start earning Namada for holding assets in the shielded MASP, which is pretty dang cool. And eventually, what's going to happen with Crosslink and Zcash. So it's a great, great practice to what's going to happen on in Zcash eventually. Also, we had set up because we're running the full node. I created some scripts that extract data and outputs it into JSON that our website can digest. And some of the contributors, shout out to Senior Dev, who has been working really hard, and he's been doing a great job. And these graphs are now live. And you'll notice that as the graph is loaded, it kind of like transitions, and that's a really cool effect that he added. But each button represents the total supply of that token in the shielded MASP as of right now. It's not like live. I have to. It's the script is semi-auto, so I run it whenever I want to update it. And then the only thing that we need to update is the Namada button itself. That shows the transparent supply, not the shielded. But we'll get that updated. But that supply is accurate in terms of the total supply of NAM. Let's see. Oh, and then also, as of today, I have joined, representing ZecHub, the, what do they call it?
Support something.
There it is. The Shielded Support Squad, they're calling it. So I'll be active representing ZecHub in the Namada Discord, helping shield or field questions regarding onboarding with Namada in their ecosystem. So with the goal of me learning even more about Namada and also helping others, and potentially we can help each other's ecosystems on both sides. So so yeah, that's the main update for Namada. So pretty excited. So look out for the stage 4 soon.
Good stuff. And stage 5 eventually. NAM transfers. Um, yeah. So we also um made updates to the Discord server. So there's going to be the Nigeria channel and the Turkey channel. Just an easier way to communicate with people in Telegram. Over the past 2 weeks, we've managed to contact moderators in Blue Sky. However, since it's an independent server, we couldn't reach the core team behind the platform. So we're going to keep trying to get in contact with them. And we're working to connect with Secret Network towards a future event. Yes, we assisted. So this is Vito assisted organizing Crosslink Milestone 2 event with Jason McGee, and he recorded it and edited it. And thank you, Minnie, for producing the artwork. We had a meeting with Tatiana to schedule a interview. So this is likely to be a podcast episode with the Sashi team. So yeah, she actually recently got in touch that the team is kind of busy. So yeah, we're happy to wait as long as necessary. And yeah, so there's several articles which we have prepared to go out. There's a ZWIF article explaining what ZWIF is and really who it's for, Zcash wallet developers and what it does as well. And we have I've created like it's not like a standard article. It's quite strange, and for it's this term which we've come across called stealth wealth, and so I've put like a very odd spin on the term itself. Um, at the moment, it's in written form. I wonder I can share it and just get some of your opinions. Actually, let me take a screenshot. So there's this term, stealth wealth, and generally the idea behind it. So I've written this to be a thread, but what I what I'm hoping to do, maybe it would be better to record a video for this. So don't don't share it or post it on Twitter or anything quite yet. So yeah, the idea is stealth wealth is when you don't um, like show or like live lavishly outwardly, exhibiting vast amounts of wealth. It's not good for you financially, and it makes you a target. That's the common like interpretation of this term. The way I heard it is literally stealth, like a stealth plane, and your wealth. And so, what I'm trying to convey, or what I want to convey, is um, we should be, or we could make a comparison between a stealth plane and using a privacy coin. Um, and so, stealth planes aren't invisible; they're very loud and they're very big. You can see them during the day, and in the same way, a blockchain is very loud. Every time a transaction is made, even on a privacy coin, people can tell that it's happened. They've got a timestamp on the transaction, and if you're coming from the transparent pool, sometimes you've got an amount. So there's actually a lot of data, um, and also stealth planes. Like what they're trying to do is um, minimize as much as possible the radar cross section of the aeroplane. And the radar cross section of an aeroplane is like a unique fingerprint. A Boeing 747 is different from an Airbus A320 or whatever. Um, and in the same way, humans, each person has um, unique human ways that they uh, interact with any chain. So, like an AI can actually detect, like with the frequency of transactions, the exchanges that people use, that there are a lot of other things off chain data in some cases that can be used to identify a human being. That's something that we can't get rid of. Um, so there are a bunch of other things that, like comparisons between stealth aircraft and privacy coins that I want to get across. But I thought it was interesting. Something,
I love it.
yeah.
I think it's great.
Thanks. Maybe I should like I want to record a video and include like um, movie clips of stealth planes and
Yeah, that's a
radar.
that's a great idea because like planes and radar, that's like fun to watch visually. So I think that would be great.
Okay, so there's a bunch of other stuff that we need to get through. Right, so the Treasury dashboard has been updated. We now display Penumbra, our Penumbra threshold custody wallet amount. And we're going to get into the DAO proposals that have come in a second. But if you're a DAO member, please be looking at the Treasury dashboard when considering some of these proposals that come in. We've completed lawyer forms and sent them in. We created new items, and coupons for ZKAV. We're working with Ryan towards the Berlin Blockchain Week events. And so, yeah, I think the post came out today with there's like a fundraiser if you'd like to donate, depending on like the different tier, then you'll receive a coupon for ZecHub store. Yeah, we put out the DYK series post. We put out a DYK series post on. It was initially for note commitment trees, but it was slightly tailored more towards Project Tachyon. And Vito created this. I think it was on Saturday or Sunday. It was on Sunday. He created this poster and thread on private alternatives to common apps that people use. Yeah, we also have a private stablecoins article with accompanying poster, which is almost ready to post. In the works as well is the Penumbra monthly newsletter. It'll be the first one that we release. And yeah, so as you can see on the dashboard, we have Namada. We do not have Penumbra. Senior dev, I must apologize. It's been a bit of a technical challenge for me. I think now I'm quite clear on what's necessary to get the data into the dashboard. It's just going to take 2 terabytes of downloads. And I think that's it. Oh, I could go through. So there were, I think, several, I think it's something like 13 tasks which were completed in the past week. Big shout out to Maine because he's been thinking up ideas and creating videos autonomously, which is how this is all meant to work. And senior dev as well. Thank you for checking out the website and seeing things to fix. One huge thing that he's done is completely revamped our donations page. And so now it works. Thank you. And it looks good in dark mode as well. The dashboard as well looks good in dark mode. Okay, cool. Now we can have a discussion. What's up, guys? Any feedback, comments, or wish list? Should we get into hi Jeneth? Should we get into the proposals?
The only thing I have, Squirrel, is I did put in 2 props, one for selling the remaining IST because that's getting sunset, and then I put another one in for unstaking stars and Kuji, both of which have passed and been executed. So I just wanted to put that in for the record.
Okay, no mic. It's okay. But
A question I have is, maybe like a simple proof of concept so we can get like a feel for what you're trying to build. Because it's kind of theoretical and it's hard to like understand what you're trying to do.
yeah, I mean, like, from my meager understanding of the Zcash protocol, something like this would be a massive development effort. It would require cryptographers and like a whole bunch of engineering effort for this to work fully. Yeah, Zcash blockchain for privacy preserving proof anchoring smart contracts. So like um yeah, I don't know if that would if if that's entirely possible. You can store data on Zcash. Um but right now you can't um like validate who is sending a memo yet. Uh, so maybe when encrypted memo bundles come along, this something like this might be possible. Yeah. So what I would suggest is Inspire. A great first step for building on Zcash is to run a node and run a light wallet server. Get to know that RPC calls that you can make, and start playing around. And we're here to help as well. And yeah, we just got another proposal in from Beyond. He's been with us for, I think, a year, perhaps, yeah, just about a year. And he's very well known in the NIM community. He's actually been building with or creating content for Zcash um, on his own channel, on his own account on Twitter, and he's got a Medium. He's the person that made the NIM tutorial how to run a NIM node. He knows his stuff. He's fairly technical. He would like to become, I think, Zcash Ukraine, so a global ambassador, and he wants to do it for 3 months. So yeah, DAO members, please read through the proposal and check out the Treasury dashboard as well. Okay.
Will do.
Yeah, that kind of. I think that's right. So for anyone that's going to apply to do the monthly, sorry. By the way, thank you to Zork, who's been keeping the Zcash event calendar up to date. If you haven't signed up to it, please do. It's lu.ma/Zcash. Round of applause. Encore. Yeah, if you're going to apply for the weekly newsletter, please check out the new task brief. Yeah, the links have to match the descriptions because it does take a lot of time to rewrite the entire newsletter. There is one other thing. Let me try and find it. So I don't think it's rendering on the site. Was it you, senior dev, who is updating all the icons in? So we have all the icons now, except for Dan's. Lol. So yeah, the site's looking a bit better. And yeah, what else? I think the DAO page also got a bit of a revamp. And there's some additional, like you can add more social icons if you want. If you do want, just DM me them and we can slot them in there. I think CJ Frankie also wrote a guide. He rewrote the guide for free to Z live streaming. It's not rendering yet because of artifacts, but I'll get that going soon. Lounge time on Luma is 2 hours too late this week. I'll get that changed. Node and Light. Yes, Inspire Node and Light Wallet server. If you can get that going, you can build. Yeah, so I'm going to politely ask DAO members, what are your thoughts on Zcash Arabia? The project lasted 2 months. It was recently declined by CCG, and he's inquiring is there anything he can do? How are we looking with a possible proposal for Zcash Arabia? Yeah, any thoughts?
I could share some of mine. I thought it was pretty impressive that your videos had over 500 views, which is good. That means people are watching. A concern I had was I noticed one of your videos was talking about Sprout addresses, but those are no longer usable for most people. So what I'd like to see is more up-to-date information that you're communicating, like UAs, all the new Tachyon stuff. Like that's the information that we need to get out. And then the second thing that I'd like to see is I noticed on your Twitter, you don't link your YouTube. can you link your post your Twitter or your excuse me, post your YouTube link on your Twitter so that it's easily accessible? I think that'll help.
Hi guys, do you hearing me well now or not? Mustafa from ZecHub Arabia.
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you so much. How about you?
Doing great.
Yeah, I heard you about the video. Which video? The last video on our YouTube channel?
Yeah. You just keep in mind, I do have a language barrier, so I can't read, but I did notice there was a Sprout format that was, I think, was being explained. So I just want to make sure that you guys are communicating the most up-to-date information because the Sprout addresses are very old now.
Yeah, I think the last video it was about the transferred address and the shared address, but I will review it again.
Cool. And then would you be okay with putting a link on your Twitter to your YouTube so that folks who
Yeah,
find
sure.
you, I think that'll help because there's a lot of people that will find you through X or, and then you can just go straight to the
Yeah,
videos.
yeah, actually, this is a good idea. Yes, yes. You will add it. Sure.
Yeah, I'd just
Or
like to.
about our exact. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so I was just going to say, like, they have over 100 members in their Telegram channel, and it's fairly active. So yeah, just to keep in mind, some people, like some communities, like not everyone's on Discord, not everyone's on Twitter. Like some communities prefer different venues.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I
Awesome.
think in our
So
region,
yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
yes, thank you. I think in our Arab countries, the most important platform it's X and the Telegram. For Discord, there is less people that participate in this platform. So we now focus on the Telegram and X account. And I think the number will grow in our Telegram and the Twitter, you know, the next months. Yes, I hope that.
السلام عليكم متابعينا الكرام، أهلا وسهلا بكم معنا مرة أخرى في
Cool,
فيديو
cool.
جديد.
Um,
اليوم إن شاء الله سوف نتكلم عن
yeah.
مشروع
So
زيكاش، وهو مشروع يعتمد على تقنية البلوكتشين.
awesome. Is there any? And maybe like with designs, we have there's a design group led by Zcash Brazil, and so yeah, if you have like ideas for special designs that you want, or maybe even animations, I think it would be good for like all the communities if we can all help each other. Um, yeah, so
Yeah,
if you need like
this,
I have a question.
this
Is there anything we can do to help you?
I think we need some support, yes, in our X account, but um, we will post them the latest updates. I think this will help us to bring new users. But as I said, we focus on the bring a new user in our Telegram through the webinars. We did one webinar that was actually very good and bring many users to our community, and they know about the cash for the first time. So I think this is something good. Yes, we will do some webinars. You can join it. We can also if you can Google Meet, will be a translation. You can understand the speech and what we are doing in these webinars to see the active users and see what we sorry, see what
Awesome.
we
Yeah,
actually
no,
do in this webinars. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know about them, but it's good to hear that people were being onboarded. I think also something that can help all the communities. We're in a meeting and we're discussing. I think Dan could speak to this, or Zeradat. Recommendations for like the algorithm of Twitter and
Yeah.
like best practices. So I think like no one was select. I'll try and put together or jump back in the next meeting, and so we can put together the guidelines, which we can share with all the different communities to help um, with Twitter engagement and impressions and stuff.
Good idea.
Yeah, I could
Good.
touch on a few here, but let's put something like that we work on together. Let's put something together and then share it across the board, if that works.
Yeah.
Yes. I think cross support is very important because I see many regional hubs on the cache. So I think if we support each other, it will be very good for all of us. Yeah.
Filecoin, data bridge to Avalanche C chain, which is connected to all of the Avalanche L1s. And so is this maybe how, like, because we're going to have a Zcash L1 on Avalanche called Redbridge. So I'm wondering, like, is it possible that we could bridge our Zec into Avalanche and then buy storage space privately? Or maybe a wallet could automatically do the bridging, and like we have a front end where we upload the data and it takes care of the rest. Just thought it was cool.
Yeah, Scroll. Maybe we can get Kit on a podcast to talk about this kind of stuff because I've said it before. I don't really know a lot about the Avalanche eco, and there's a lot of opportunity to share education there.
Yeah, I tried a very long time ago. I should reach back out to him. There was something else that happened. Oh yes. So one of the tasks, I'll include this in the Penumbra monthly newsletter. But someone made a guide converting to Zec. This might be useful for some of you. It's actually really well written. And just an update for the folks who know him. Tokidoki also wrote like some significant documentation for the Penumbra ecosystem. But I don't have the link. Yeah, you can send to Namada now. So maybe because you earn rewards for holding assets shielded on Namada, what if all the just goes into Namada?
Yeah, there's some weird dynamics at play. It's going to be fun to see how everything shakes down.
Yeah, so on Friday we're gonna have another event. We're gonna use Gartic. It's like this game where you draw stuff and people guess what you're drawing, and it happens like there's there's a bunch of words like zebra or Zuko or whatever, like anything Zcash related, and you're meant to draw it. And me and Vito are playing today. It's pretty fun. Come along. Okay, guys, that's kind of all the updates I had. Thanks for joining.